Wow,
Welcome.
here we go.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is the inception of After We Rap. And I'm Jaina Lee Ortiz.
I'm Gabriella Ortiz. You can call me Gabby.
Gabby
Short and
Ortiz.
sweet.
We have come together and we are so excited.
I don't know why, but now my heart is pounding
Now
very
it
fast.
is. Before
Now
it
it's
wasn't.
like, oh, is this cool? No big deal.
Well-
The moment our producer said start the show,
Yeah,
it's like,
Shane Hartline, shout out to our producer.
yay.
But really quick, we
Future
just want to get
husband.
started to share that we're so excited and we hope that you subscribe to us on YouTube for
forgot
the
there's cameras.
visual, right? Yeah, cameras. Hi. We're on all the Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast. Follow
Anywhere
us.
you want to listen to your podcast, just follow us, subscribe, tell your friends, give us a 5-star rating. Tell us
Follow us on social media After We Rap Show.
and our own
That's
personal.
what we do.
yeah.
We're talking about all the things after we rap, right?
This is what happens after actors rap. They
Right.
come home and they do normal stuff like
And
talk on a podcast.
yes. And no better than to, I guess combine two Puerto Ricans
With the same last name.
in Los Angeles. Yes, same last name. No, we're not sisters. But
I
we
wish.
might as well. We
We might be
should
like second cousins, third cousins.
Yeah.
We should do a DNA test though. I'm
should.
very curious. Jaina's from the west side. I'm from the east center. So I don't know
Okay,
about the odds.
Rincon
San
and-
Juan, Guaynabo, which is in
Okay.
the San Juan area. So the odds are a little bit, but Puerto Rico's like,
Yeah,
This
we're instantly family.
tiny, yeah.
I hear that only 1% of the people in Los Angeles are Puerto Ricans.
what?
Yes.
1%?
So as soon as we meet, like,
Oh, yeah.
there's an instant
Oh, yeah, instant
connection.
connection.
Like, oh my gosh, family.
Mm-hmm. Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Huepa!
Oh,
So we'll be saying huepa
A lot,
throughout the
yes.
entire
And
all
don't
the
mind us
episodes.
if we're like, mira, ¿qué pasó? Get used to that because that's very
Right.
normal
Yeah.
for Puerto Ricans to like,
Yeah.
especially, when we have to speak English every
Mhm.
day. We miss speaking Spanish. And so it's just like, oye,
Yes.
¿qué pao?
Yes. It feels like home all the time. So
Okay.
shall we?
Let's go ahead. So like, why do I have that feeling? But I do want to come back as a dolphin.
What? I'm sorry. Your 30-year plan and coming back as a dolphin.
I love
This
dolphins.
is now. I gotta ask you some questions. 'Cause
Yes.
This is. Out
But
of
I'm
all
giving you. I'm
things-
giving you
out
some.
of all
some
things, a
stuff.
dolphin?
Out of all animals, out of all things, dolphin. Yeah.
You
I
know
just
what?
want to
I-
swim free,
Oh,
or just
that's
come back
nice.
like a mermaid.
You know
I just
what?
love mermaids, so I just want to live in the ocean. So I don't want to be a shark.
Right.
I don't want to be a killer whale because they're in the cold. Even dolphins are in the cold too.
Yeah.
But like,
You just want to
yeah.
be a sweet.
they're used to the cold. Never mind. Don't listen
dolphin.
to me. They're sweet. They're good people.
I want to come back as a spoiled dog.
Yes.
You know those dogs that just like live their life, like they
Yes.
get massages from their
Yes.
owners. They just eat the best food.
You'll come
They
back-
sleep all day. They get groomed in the most luxurious way. I want to come out. I want to come back as a
Yeah.
dog. I want to come back like
Spoil me.
a foofy. Yeah.
But I don't know what else do people don't know about me. I mean, I have a thing with like ankle bones touching. I hate it.
What?
Ankle bones touching. I can't.
Ankle
do it. Don't
bones?
Do it.
Like when you put your ankles together?
Yes, I can't stand when people do it.
Okay.
I don't like it. And honestly, over the weekend, I hit my ankle bone on my Jeep, and I'm still so upset about it. Like it was. I hate it. You guys, okay, I'm not
that's
gonna
the
look.
craziest thing
But
I've
touch your
ever heard.
ankle bones together
Let me
and tell
see.
me it's not weird.
Let me see.
No, oh God.
It's happening right
Oh
now.
God.
But how?
But
I don't get it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
not. Mine don't touch. Well,
I don't
Just
get
the
it.
bones touch.
Mine are literally touching right now.
Oh my God.
Okay,
You guys
okay,
don't
okay.
stop. You guys don't stop.
okay.
oh,
No, ankle bones touching each other.
Okay, I'm not gonna
don't
do it. I'm not
don't
gonna do
don't
it.
that's so crazy. How about ballet? What about ballet?
What
You're-
if it's like
Yeah.
somebody else's ankle bone touching?
No.
Oh
No.
shit!
No.
So wait, did you do ballet? Yeah.
Okay, your
How
ankle
was
bones
that?
don't touch when
That's
you're
true.
turned
They
out.
don't touch. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah.
If your ankle bones
Yeah,
are
you're-
touching, there's
I
something
thought it
else
was
wrong.
this. The ¿cómo se dice?
El heel.
El heel.
So it's
yeah.
that thing
So it's
that's-
this here.
It's that.
That's funny because I have
That's
a phobia.
the craziest thing.
You know
I've
how
never
like
heard
in
of
scary
that.
movies, the monster's under the bed and then the knife goes through.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what gets me. So I thought it was that.
No,
And I
no,
was
the,
like,
the
okay.
ankle, that part,
Yeah.
and they touch.
That is
so
nuts.
random.
I've
Like-
never
You know, I teach yoga sometimes.
Yes.
And so when I say bring your feet together, sliver of space in between, because I don't want the ankles touching. I always say
so
that, right?
true. By the way, she's an amazing yoga instructor.
Awesome.
Yoga sculpt at that
Thank
too
you.
with
Yeah.
weights.
Oh yeah, we just did it at your
Certified. Hey.
Certified. Yeah, that was
girl.
fun. Don't touch your ankles. Okay, great.
Don't touch sliver of space. Leave a sliver of space. I've never heard about that. I mean, I've never heard anyone's.
And you keep touching your freaking ankle bone.
Oh no, I'm not touching it. I swear.
Now, every time you see her, you're gonna touch it.
Yes.
You're gonna think of her.
It's not even if the hand does it. If the ankles touch
Oh my gosh. Okay, what
really
other
funny.
stuff like that? This is great. This is
that's
great.
hilarious.
I don't know. That's my go-to.
What is your like pet peeve on a dude?
Oh,
on a dude. Ooh.
everything. Come on, give me a harder one.
Okay.
What is it there? Lack of communication, lack of planning, consistency.
Damn, she's going in.
Where else? Bad credit. Can't stand that. Bad credit. Don't tell me you didn't pay your taxes. Bye.
Ooh. She's ready. Okay.
What else?
Wait,
What else did we?
You know what? People that leave the toilet seat up, I can't stand that.
dude.
But both of them,
same.
guys
always-
too. But the lid, put the lid down. I hate when the
Oh my
lid
god!
is
I
up.
actually
Oh,
left the lid up
shit.
too, thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is."
Oh, every
how-
time I go to someone's house, their lid is closed. I'm like, I don't know why it's open. Why? I go around my house all the time because I have people in and out, and I'm always closing the lids.
That is so funny.
You're gonna look for that now.
I know. We're just like, oh, gotta make sure those lids are closed.
Are there certain things that like your mom taught you, like it's a very, I don't know, Mexican, part of your Mexican side that you still do till this day?
Your purse cannot touch the floor because that's bad
That-
luck.
Forever.
That's bad
Yeah,
luck. You
that's
lose
bad luck.
money.
Oh my God, there was this one guy that I went out with, and he was amazing. But I think this is when I knew I was like, this is not gonna go well. He tried to put my Chanel on the purse, and I was like,
He tried to put your
you
purse
don't
on the
put
floor.
Chanel on the floor. And he grabbed it, he goes, and so he thinks I'm materialistic. And I'm like, it's Chanel. You don't
Well,
put that on the floor.
one is Chanel.
Well, one, yeah.
Two,
And
that's
also,
bad luck. Yeah.
It's bad luck.
Hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I grew up super
Hang it on a-
superstitious
Mhm.
because of my madre.
yeah.
But I'm sure there's other
Wow.
Mexican
that's-
stuff in there.
But I've been putting my purse down on the floor recently, and I just stare at it, and I'm like, damn, shame on me.
Do you
Like,
know how many times Hilary puts her purse on the floor?
It's a very
Really?
American thing.
No, and she'll be on set rehearsing, and I'm like, Hilary Duff,
And you'll take and you
is that Chanel on the floor? Is that a Chanel on the floor? Don't put a damn Birkin on the floor.
wow.
Oh, I'm always on her, and she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like,
Wow, that's so funny. I'm not checking
But-
a bag. I didn't check a bag to go to Puerto Rico, and I went for 10
which
days.
is insane when you told me that. I had 3 suitcases.
Oh, I mean, you got married.
I had
So
wedding
yes,
dresses,
that's-
yeah, but yeah, still.
Yeah, I'm going. I like to travel light, and the thing is, it'll come back.
Insane.
Five.
I'm not. I'm a overpacker.
I don't know. It was something very important about. Oh, I like to have options.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it's just the person who loves to dress up and you got. I like to make sure that I have accessory options, shoes options, and then granted, I mean, they say all you need is one pair of flip flops, one pair of sneakers, and a pair of heels,
No.
and it's actually true.
Oh.
I mean, yes. The thing is, when I have it all, I realize I don't need it, and when I don't pack it all, I realize
why didn't I bring it?
it?
Yes.
So I'm gonna, I like to have options. I like to make sure, and then so it's as I like to dress up.
I love
like to
that
have,
they're laughing.
Yeah, I like to have the accessories. I like to have the
Yeah.
jewelry. I like to have the different. I mean, yes, there's so many different ways you can coordinate an outfit to achieve like 3 to 5 different looks with 3 items.
Yes.
So I'm going to work on that. But,
Okay.
bathing suits, they don't take up space. But I mean, I just need to have
You wanna
options.
take
What if I
them
want to
off.
do hot tub? What if I want to do cold? I don't know. I want to
Yeah.
have an option.
What if you're going scuba diving and you need the one with long sleeves?
Well, I don't know
you
about
Like,
that.
mean,
I have
I'm
a
just-
fear of sea creatures.
Ay, Dios mío.
I do.
What?
You know what? When that person gets their leg bit off by a shark,
Okay, yeah.
that's the thing that scares me.
Yeah. Well, that yeah.
And of course,
without
a lot of
saying
surfer
it's
friends that I
scary.
have, they're like, "What are the chances?" Yeah, but there are
chances
chances,
are,
and I don't want to take them.
Yeah.
See this video we'll put
Yeah.
it in.
Oh,
Put it in.
he's gonna.
You'll
Oh
see
no.
what you do the water, but you do the. Dude, Kyle, look at this.
I will say.
Whale eats kayak.
Stop.
Put it full.
No
Wait,
way.
can you put it full?
Yeah. Let's watch it again. Here we go, watching it again.
Where are the kayakers?
Oh.
On the
The-
distance.
Wait, one more time.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that person alive?
Nearly.
It just.
Oh no! They went in his mouth. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
So
I will say.
I found out they survived.
What?
They got out of his mouth, like straight up Moby Dick style. But like that happened. That's my nightmare. That's my nightmare. Wow.
I mean,
Shark.
Okay,
All of it.
see, this is why. This is exactly
Yeah.
why. All of these stories and all of these videos that come up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay shallow. If I can do a little snorkeling and just see little fishies, great. But that shit right there,
Yeah. Or like what's a jet skiing? When you're in deep waters, you can see the shore, but you're like all the way. And I've thought about. And then there was one time I was in Florida and I went on a jet ski, and it was like a brown shark. What's the brown shark? Is it a tiger shark? I can't remember. But like, I see the shark and I go, oh no, and I just leave. But there are things, yeah, that I'm like that I don't.
they never saw it coming.
Yeah, they never saw it.
Also, where were they kayaking
was
that they
that?
got
Yeah.
like in?
Yeah.
And when do whales eat humans?
Well,
This
because they
is the thing, you
probably
can't
thought
trust-
it was a seal or something.
In
you know?
California.
Oh hell no! No,
St.
no,
Louis
no,
Obispo.
no, 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 no. You know what also
Two
scares
women.
me? You know what scares the shit out of me?
Wow. What?
Those sea horses. You know
The
ones that-
seahorses?
No. The big ones. The big ones.
Octopus?
No. The other ones. The one that that
Sea cows?
the one that was a viral video. It came up from the ocean and it was fucking enormous. Something else.
It wasn't a
It's
shark.
a sea. It's a. Oh, fuck. I don't even know what
Sea
it's called. I
lion.
got it out of my head. I just.
You're gonna have
you have
nightmares
to find
tonight.
it. You have to find it. No, seriously, you have to find it. Oh no, not a seahorse. Not a seahorse. A sea something. It looks like a fucking monster. Giant sea animal
What kind of monster?
erupts from the ocean. Fucking. It's the one. They swim really fast. They swim really fast.
A shark?
No. They fucking have like a teddy bear head.
They have a teddy bear.
No, not a shark.
I love how this episode is supposed to be about travel, but here we are talking about
No,
sea
it
creatures.
It comes up and it goes, "Ooh." I swear. That shit just comes
A beluga?
We're gonna find it. No, we have to find it. I'm gonna find it.
It's a
Does that not scare you? Shane, come.
That's what she said.
I can't believe you don't. You
Well,
have
look
never
how
seen this video.
beautiful! Look how beautiful the killer whales are. They're
I don't
so
want.
beautiful.
No, there's nothing beautiful about killer whales.
Open QuickTime player.
I'm sorry. This
Oh,
fucking
she-
stresses me out. Imagine
There was
eating
no
fritura,
vegetables,
fried food, and not one vegetable. You
know.
start to function differently.
Yeah.
The poops aren't the same. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
But
I
I
know.
do love, obviously, I don't think there's any other food that you can fry twice except for a totone,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean,
so yeah,
talk
you don't
about
fry it twice. Yeah. And if you
Talk
don't fry it the right way,
forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
it's gone.
So
Done.
for sure there is a huge appreciation
Oh,
for
yeah.
our culture, our food. And
we
if there
proud of
was
that.
one last meal that
Mhm.
you could have, what would it be?
I
I know it's hard.
I'm just gonna go with the mofongo.
Really?
Mofongo and rice and beans, yeah. Mofongo de pollo, yeah.
I would say Mexican food.
Oh, but you mean any food?
Oh, any food.
Any food.
food.
It's either pasta or mofongo.
Dang,
I can't-
mofongo's up there on the
Yeah,
list.
I would probably say mofongo just to be like, all right, well, it's my last meal. That's it.
Yeah.
Let me just finish it with my culture.
I know, right? I'm a sucker for tacos and the salsa, guacamole.
El guacamole. You know, I didn't like avocado as a kid. But
Really?
Now I
But you know there are like a bunch of different avocados.
yeah.
I didn't
Oh my
discover
gosh.
this.
In Puerto Rico, it's like this.
They're
big.
the watery giant
Yeah.
avocados.
Yeah, but then the ones that
And
come
there's
from
different- yeah.
aquí in Mexico, they're little ones.
Yeah.
And I know the first time I was like, hey, esto.
What is this? Yeah. It's bizarre.
Yeah. Do you save your leftover? Do you save your
If
leftovers?
someone dares throw, if I
I'm gonna
find
get real
out
right now,
that
yes.
you threw away produce or
Yo.
food that could have been eaten the next day, I don't care if it's a
Yes.
bite. I don't care if it's this small
Yes.
that fits in a tiny, tiny little Tupperware. I'm gonna save it.
I know.
I mean, we grew up with
I
like,
know.
God forbid you wasted anything.
Anything. Yeah.
I would be in trouble.
Oh yeah, same.
I forget it, especially my grandmother.
Uh-huh.
The same grocery bags you buy your groceries in, you're gonna use that bag for the trash. You're gonna those vegetables and that food is going to last you.
Anytime I see, working with kids, I've noticed that kids, obviously they're young, they don't know. But when they're having their little meriendita, how do you say it in English? Snacks. And they don't like it. Or they only had one bite. They toss it.
Yeah,
and I've seen it.
We were forced to eat food even though we didn't like it. But also there was nothing else.
Yeah.
So it was like you either eat that or you eat nothing at all.
No vas a comer nada. Yeah.
I like that. Say it in Spanish. Say it in Spanish.
No
Do
vas a
know.
comer nada. Muérete de hambre.
Yeah. You better fucking die of hunger, girl, because you ain't getting anything else.
When I went to Puerto Rico, I think I was like 24, 25. And there was like a whole area of like, yeah, I say, oh, tú eres dominicana. Sí, like, aquí hay un montón de dominicanos. So it was just like, never really bought into that. So I never really like.
I dated a lot of Dominicans.
She opened the D door.
Yeah, the Dominican door.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
I did.
And how was
especially-
it? How was it dealing with them devils?
the
other D.
they
Dominican devils.
they know how to get you.
They do.
know how to sweep you
Yep.
up your feet.
Yep.
I mean, I'm talking about I had many Dominican boyfriends growing up in the
Yeah.
Bronx.
Mhm.
Washington Heights was my
Yeah.
second home.
We're getting the tea.
Yeah.
They just know.
Yeah.
They just know what to say. They know how to move. They have a way of, and you don't. I mean, I don't know. I must have been, blindfolded. I don't know. I must. I was just blind from it all. I was very persuaded, and
Yeah.
I will say I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed dating Dominicans, and then it got to a point where I was like, nope. You know what? I don't know. There's, I don't know, because look, two Latin people, don't get me wrong, those relationships work, but I feel like sometimes there needs to be a balance
Yeah.
because we are very passionate,
Oh, we
fiery,
are.
loud,
Yeah.
dramatic people. And Dominicans have a way. I don't want to generalize it, but the Dominican men that I've dated,
Yeah.
they have some of them have come across a little machismo.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's embedded. in our
Jealous,
DNA.
Yeah.
controlling.
Yeah.
El machismo is very. It's a. It's just.
But the machismo
Makes me so
and
mad.
whatever, it could be controversial what I'm about to say. And machismo is also very much, from my personal experience, it's also supported by the women around you. So like these women around you go, it's your responsibility
Right.
to make this man feel like a man while men are telling him that he's a man. So
Right.
it's just like so much of that.
It's enabled by
It's just,
the female.
and also I'm like, if we as women were like, you know what, I don't want to enable that. Like,
Right.
But I
I'm
do.
not supporting.
There's a lot of things because don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things where I see, I'm like, okay, when I think about a partnership, I think about a team. Right?
Sure.
You're going to be stronger in these aspects than I'm going to be stronger. And I'm going to be stronger in these aspects than you're going to be stronger. So how am I going to show up for you and how are you going to show up for me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I happen to know how to cook and clean, which
Yeah.
is already also programming, but that's how I know how to take care of someone. I'm gonna do that, but I'm not always thinking like, oh, that's what I have to do with this person.
That
But
shouldn't
I'm
be an expectation.
it shouldn't be an expectation, but I will do that and not because I think it's a role, but also because I think I'm like, okay, this is how I learned how to show love. This is how I learned how to show love. This is how I learned how to learn how to show that I care for someone. Because even if you X out like the man in the picture, right, or my partner, or doing this because he's a man, if you go to your friend's house and she cooked for you, and it's delicious, you're gonna be like, wow, I really appreciate that. I can see that you put so much love into that. Or like, friends, family, you appreciate it. How about when every time we go to the holidays, you can't wait to see or taste your grandma's food or your aunt's food, because you know that she's putting so much love into that. So it's not about a role thing, it's because that's how I know how to show that I love. But there is a lot of machismo.
Yeah.
There is a lot of machismo in it. If the individual has a certain strength, then I don't think that it is like, oh, like whatever. But if you're using that to just be like, whoa, yo soy un hombre.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is it because I'm a man, and then from the hands of time. And like, who wrote this hands of time crap? Like who, know? But yeah, a lot of machismo.
But where were you on December 31st, 1999 at 11:59 p.m.?
I don't remember.
You don't
Gabby.
remember?
I don't remember.
Whoa.
I don't remember.
Do you remember, babe? Yeah. Me too. I was in Italy because it was the first year we moved to Italy in 1999, August, because September I was going to start school. And I remember we lived in a town called Pesaro, and we're at this bar in front of like a church. I remember there's a church, and then there was a bar, and there was like the bus station. And I went outside at like 11:50 something, looking at the sky. I'm like, all right, this is it. Is the world gonna end? I guess Italy's not gonna work out, Mom. Joke's on us, And then 9, 8, 7, all of that, and Happy New Year, or Felice Capodanno, whatever. I can't remember how the Italians say it. And I was like, 12:01.
We're still here.
Okay.
Things the same. I know. I honestly, I really don't remember.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I was waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. Damn, that's
Memory
crazy that you don't
sucks.
remember.
I don't.
1999 into the 2000s.
No.
Anytime I think of 2000s, you know what I think about also? The Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yes. I mean, I think I don't quite remember because I was so focused on getting my period. I swear. I was the last one to get my period. I was 13. This was still in the 8th grade. And I was like, why hasn't my period come? I'm the last one. That's not right. So I was probably so wrapped up in waiting for the period to happen. And when it finally came, I called my girlfriend, and my mom was pissed that she wasn't.
How old were you?
I was 13.
13, okay.
And she was like, why didn't you call me? I was like, well, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was happening exactly. It wasn't how I expected. But yeah, I was a pretty late bloomer.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, I was teased for it. I was like ready to be this woman, this young lady. Everyone in my class was developed like women, female womanly bodies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want boobs. I want a butt. I was super, super flaquita. Super flaquita.
Gotcha. I don't remember. I think I was pretty tall, and like I was the tallest one in class, so it was like a little bit, you're looking down at your. But I remember being picked on because I didn't have permission to shave my legs yet, so I was a little hairy, and Puerto Ricans were like 3 times hairier than the normal person, and so I went home and I shaved my legs, and I did the dumbest thing. Okay, so you have the razor and you're shaving your legs, right? I have no idea what I'm doing. I take the razor, like I pick up the little thing and I see all the hairs and I was like, ooh, and I put my finger in the middle of the freaking razor thinking I'm just gonna remove all the hairs, and all of a sudden I feel this blood coming and I was like, I am so dumb, oh my god. And then I run to my mom, Mom!
Oh, you didn't know. Oh no.
And she looked at me, she's like, Gabriela, with this like, que tú te quisiste afeitar las piernas. Who told you to shave your legs?
Yes.
She's pissed off that I shaved my legs and not concerned about the fact that I'm bleeding.
People have always told me, oh, maybe one day you can like celebrate them and throw a party for them. And sure, when you're ready, like it's all up to the individual. It's
next
all,
week,
you have to find whenever that time is right for you. But like, obviously the Hallmark holidays and Thanksgiving, Christmas, their birthday, their passing anniversary, those days are the worst for me.
Yeah.
Well, mainly birthday and passing date. Like I completely go dark. I shut down. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be on my phone. And I guess everyone has a different way of, dealing with it, dealing with the grief, because some people completely do the opposite. Some people need to be around their friends and their family. They need to, have that physical touch and maybe be in a more joyous environment. But yeah.
Another thing that makes it easier for me to accept it is, it's gonna sound so morbid, just going to the funeral and seeing it.
Oh, interesting.
Because and I can't remember if my both my grandfather and my nano were open casket, so it was hard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it was like like fucking painful, man. Like it's
in your face.
It's not a. I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
But I also need that because it tells my brain that's it. And then I had the audacity to touch both my grandfather and my nano. I had to. I was like, I have to. I have to make sure that he's cold, that there's nothing there anymore. I know this sounds
almost
so
like
morbid.
Proof, almost like
this sounds so morbid, and I'm so sorry if this is making you uncomfortable. But it's just like, I remember touching my grandfather's face. I'm like, I know you have makeup on, and I know this is not you. Yeah, but I love you.
Isn't it weird? It's like it's their body.
It is. There's
nothing inside.
Gross. It's so gross. But I realized that I need that to understand.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Which I didn't have that with my grandmother, so maybe that's why my grandmother's like somewhere still. You know what I mean? It's weird. Yeah. But I know with my grandfather and my nano, I saw it.
Yeah. See, I've had the two closest people. Well, they've both been cremated. So there's that. But it's also like, to me, it's like an object. It's like a just a thing. It's like it's not them. Weird. Anyway, sorry. You were going to say.
No. And I recently lost my dad. And that was a whole nother experience because, well, one, he got cremated. There was no.
You didn't have that.
We didn't have anything. Because he was sick. He was an alcoholic. And my whole life, I had to deal with this sickness, and I mean, there's so much. and that one was a different loss, or a different way of processing that loss, because I kind of went through, what was weird is like, when my cousin called me to tell me the news, I was already ready. It was a very quick phone call. I was like, hey, can I call? Or she'd send me a text, said, can I call you? I call her right away and I go, what happened? She goes, it happened. It happened. Okay. It happened. All right. Okay. So it was like we were both ready. That was her uncle, you know, so it was just like, you know, he had been sick for so long and in and out of the hospital. And then eventually it happened. And I think I was already ready. We were already ready. But throughout the days, as the days went by, I noticed how my heart and my mind started going to the past. How was baby Gabby, you know, memories of baby Gabby
go through the memory
being with daddy started popping up again. And I was like, oh shit, you know, and then it started like, you know, it was like,
did you cry?
Yeah. It wasn't as intense as my grandfather or Nano's loss. I think because I already done the emotional work and I was so pissed off at my dad. I was so mad at him. I am.
Yeah.
You know, just want to be like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Like, I just want to punch him and just,
yeah.
Why the fuck did you have to do that to yourself? Like, it's just like, completely lost himself, and it was really hard for me to sympathize. It was hard for me to sympathize because it's just like, I understand that alcoholism is a sickness, but there's so much help out there. And to me, what really aggravates me is the way that I guess his family almost abandoned him, and a little bit of, did I abandon him too? And that's what got me. Because then I started thinking, could I have done more as a daughter? Was it my fault that I was a kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know? And then that's when Shane was like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Because I started literally asking him, I was like, could I have done more as a daughter?
And that's the thought process. All those emotions start coming up. The denial.
Yeah.
I mean, but you were almost expecting it. You were waiting for that phone call.
Yeah.
You knew one day it was bound to happen. But like that anger, that bargaining, the trying to make sense of it all. I should have, maybe if I, all those things, you start that inner dialogue of like, how did it get to this? And
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
That took me by surprise, because I know I keep using the word hate, but it's like, I was so mad at him my whole life, you know, for abandoning his parent title, his father title, and not being there for me.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing, and I know he loved me. I know that my mom tells me that, Gabriela, he loves you. And he does. He did. That man loved me. I didn't understand that till when he was there at the wedding.
Yeah.
But now looking back, I understand that, he loved his daughter. But once the child grows up and creates their own opinions, their own thoughts, and has a voice to themselves, I think that's the part where the parent, whether it's a mom or a dad, kind of is like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this because this kid is not, now they're forming opinions. I can't. So, and they kind of like let go of the responsibility, and that's when they take off, and you're just like, hold on a second, I just grew up, and now you're leaving. You're not gonna show me how to talk to boys. You're not gonna take me out to baseball games. You're not gonna, that was the part that pissed me off. I was like, I know you were a good dad. You were fucking weird. You were an interesting father, but that's as you're a child. Because then when you're a teenager into you're young adult, it's a whole different type of parenting. And so I had to find a way to forgive this man, and I did. I did.
And that's so hard to forgive someone when they're not even.
But I had to, because kind of how you were saying that you had to talk to a therapist. I had to let go of this anger, because if not, I was not going to make it in life. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to our podcast, wherever your favorite podcast is, and give us a shout out, give us some love, give us some 5-star ratings, and follow us on your social media. After we wrap
show. Social media after we wrap show.
That's like a tongue twister. After we wrap. It took me a little bit to like.
It stands for. It goes aw, AWW.
Aw. Ay, bendito. Bendito. All right. Thank you for listening. Jaina, we did it!